my affiliations are a bit broad here. They're probably not as broad as it looks here. I am the founder of C-Motion, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Markerless, which is a spin-off company. I also work with Queen's University. I'm an adjunct professor, but I have 2 grants with Queen's, and I'll get to that data in a minute. So as complicated as all this seems, my title was, loosely speaking, can markerless tracking? Well, how come my slides don't move? There we go. It's really based on this proposition, so is the whole talk, that the 3D analysis of performance can be used, certainly in a laboratory setting. It can be used to evaluate performance, predict injury, or at least the susceptibility to injury, inform training. This is kind of the mantra. This is what biomechanists believe is possible. It's been quite difficult to achieve this because we don't actually measure during a performance. And if you're asking a high performance athlete to come into a laboratory and perform as well as they do on the field, is possibly asking too much of most performers. One of my colleagues, Alan Diasha, was a bowler. He has 1 cap for England, which he's very pleased with, but in practice, he couldn't hit anywhere near the pins. And yet in a game, all of a sudden he became better. So measuring Al outside the game wasn't going to tell us very much about Al's performance. So the question is really not can, because that we believe. That's kind of a, we have, as biomechanists, we have to. The question is, when will markerless tracking make a difference in the sport? And there's a figure here that shows one of the several attempts to do a biomechanics study during the World Championships for the World Track and Field. They faced many, many challenges with the technology. The technology I'm going to describe is really quite new. And anyone using older technologies, it was impractical, but I'll get to that. So I've got several columns here of things to do. One is just talking about what markerless tracking offers. For those of you who know anything about it, you can guess most of these things.